Now let's talk about the final block, which is the F block. When we're talking about the F block, we have to know where it jumps, what it includes. So the F block is that row of elements down here. Some periodic tables have lanthanum and actinium down here. Lanthanum and actinium are not part of the F block. They are part of the D block. Lanthanum and actinium are where the jump is after. So from 57 to 58 to 71 is the first row of the F block called the lanthanides. 90 to 103 is the second row of the F block called the actinides. But lanthanum and actinium are not part of the F block. They are part of the D block. Does not matter whether they are up here or down here, depending on the periodic table. Lanthanum and actinium are not part of the F block. Let's talk about the lanthanide series. They are silvery metals with high melting points. They have really little variation in nature, and they're incredibly mixed together. They're incredibly hard to separate. But we use them for great things. So neodymium and praseodymium are added to the glass in welders' goggles to help shield their eyes from radiation and strong magnets. So we use them to help. That is why when we had the solar eclipse, people with really true welders' goggles could look at the eclipse because it had the same effect as the blackout shades that everybody else was wearing. Then we have the actinide series. All of these elements are radioactive and only 3 exist in nature. The rest are synthetic. Synthetic as in man-made. They're also known as transuranium elements. A transuranium element is an element with a number greater than 92. 92 is the atomic number of uranium. So anything past uranium is man-made or called a transuranium element. Most of them decay quickly. The exception is plutonium-239. It has a half-life of 24,000 years. What that legitimately means is that only half of the amount of plutonium will dissipate over 24,000 years. So it has an incredibly large half-life, which means it's going to be around for a while. There's a fun fact, is americium is used in smoke alarms. So you have some of these really cool elements probably right in your own house. And again, if F blocks, never talk about the charge, but we do look at it in terms of electron configurations. So column one of the F block, starting right after lanthanide, is F1, F2, column 2 is F2, column 3 is F3, column 4 is F4, column 5 is F5, 6 F6, 7 F7, 8 F8, 9 is F9, column 10 is F10, column 11 is F11, 12 is F12, 13 F13, and 14 F14. We really talk about the F block in terms of lanthanides and actinides, as well as transuranium elements.